being able to polish beautiful stones and cut beautiful cabochons. This is a blue agate from southeastern Utah in the Cedar Mountains. I polished this as the test run on the CabKing 6-inch unit. Here we have rhodochrosite from Silvertown, Colorado. This is a manganese-based mineral. This is one of many stones I will be using throughout the year. Put the CabKing through all kinds of tests. After 1 year of consistent use, I want to have a definitive answer of whether or not this machine is worth your money. Rainbow Aura Obsidian. This will polish nicely. Here I have a cut of beautiful Wyoming nephrite jade. This stuff polishes up really well. It's an extremely tough stone. It'll put the wheels through their tests, and it'll also allow us to see how well the torque on the machine is. I look forward to showing you many cuts of this material. Here I have an assortment of many materials varying in hardness, toughness, brittleness, and everything in between. We're gonna see every possible answer from this machine. I want to know if it's worth us having. And here's the CabKing. Now I'm going to show you my setup so we can see how I'm going to use this machine over the next year. First, I'll start on this old reliable cabochon unit. I have 100 grit wheel on the left hand side. It's a diamond rough wheel, so I can put it through its paces. I have a 600 grit diamond rough wheel on the right hand side for cleaning up before I send them over to the soft wheels. This is very consistent, clean start to any polish. These older machines have been put through the paces over the years. They're consistent, they're reliable. I rebuilt this one from a $200 broken down system. I put a capacitor up here to help run the motor. It runs like a champ. Now let's move over to the CabKing. You can see here, I've got it all set up nicely, ready to use. The polishing wheels have spacers directly on the arbor. I have a 600 grit, 1200 grit, 3000 grit on the left hand side for shaping and polishing, 8000 grit, 14,000 grit, and 50,000 grit for finishing. And on the end, we have a buff pad for any compounds. Okay, let me give you a quick run through on how the machine works. So right now we turned on the water. I've opened the valve on the left hand side. You can see here it has small spray nozzles. There's a pump that I have in a reservoir of water underneath. It's going to supply the unit. I turn it on, everything's spinning. The water spraying down on the top of the wheel is going to make sure that I have water covering every inch of it. That way, when I'm polishing, I don't get any dry spots that might damage any stones I'm working with. We have a hand rest set in there, and there are these splash guards on the edges to keep any water from escaping the system. Down in the back, you can see the drain tubes running down the back of the table. We've got an LED light here. This light is bright enough that while cutting and polishing, you can see gouges or scratches in the stone, so you can make sure you can get every bit of the polish clean without worrying. To give you an example, you can see I have a black tourmaline gemstone here, and the light gives a nice surface definition. Turning off the system is extremely easy, and the wheels will just run down. We have the valve controls on the top for water. Overall, I can see the machine gives a great first impression. The test will be with time. I'm gonna use and abuse this machine over the next year. This is the introductory review, and I will follow up with a definitive review after a year, what my impressions are, what I like about it, what I dislike about it, and why. So if you've been wondering about whether or not you want to get one of these machines and if it's worth your money, then I will give you that update later on, and hopefully that can allow you to have a good decision without wasting your money. Thank you for watching the whole video and sticking around. I appreciate it, and I will definitely have more videos for you in the future using this machine. Have a good one.